Hello YouTube, and welcome to a new Java kind of tutorial. So if you watched my previous tutorial, you saw on screen how I said I won't be using Eclipse to do the tutorials, I'll be using NetBeans. If you didn't watch it, don't worry about it, but this tutorial I'm going to show you how to install NetBeans, newest one, should work with any version, Java, normal Java, and Java SDK, which is currently downloading, because it's taking its time, of course. But yeah, so I'm going to show you how to get these three things, I'll show you how to install them, and I'll give you a basic run round of NetBeans. If you did watch my Eclipse tutorial, I'll put an annotation right here, saying go now. And the annotation here will drag you, skip all this Java stuff if you've watched my Eclipse tutorial, because then if you've watched it you've already got it all installed. This one the annotation will skip you all the way to how to install NetBeans. But if you want to just view it again, go for it. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on installing Java, you probably shouldn't be programming, but if you do, watch my Eclipse video, it's on my channel somewhere, and that'll give you a screen by screen of Java, whereas I'm going to say I'm literally installing it, I've done installing it, except for NetBeans. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is go to Google, and the first thing you want to do is type in Java, and click the top link. And then also, on another tab, type in Java JDK, which stands for Java Development Kit. You need this in order to program in Java. If you don't have it, you will not be able to program in Java. So open that up, and then on your first Java tab, click Free Java Download, right there. And when this loads up, you can either click the Agree and Start Free Download, where it will detect what operating system you are on, or you can click Not the Right Operating System, click Seal Java Downloads. And what this will do is open you up a large-ish screen saying different operating systems to choose from. So you have Mac, Linux, Windows, they all work. And I'm pretty sure NetBeans goes to every operating system too. So welcome to my universally friendly tutorial. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is click Windows Offline just to download it. And that'll begin downloading it, so I can cross that off because I've already got that one downloading, as you can see. So once you've downloaded that, cross it off and go to the Java JDK tab and click Java Download here. You might be tempted to click NetBeans here, but I prefer to do it manually to save any issues if they get any. So click Download Java here. You can click that one if you like, but I'm going to do it manually. So then what you're going to do is scroll down when it loads, and you'll see an Accept License Decline License screen right here. Click the Accept License, and it'll say thank you, then choose your operating system. If you don't know which bit you are, which I forgot to explain a minute ago, I apologise. x86 means x32, so don't get that confused, they're the same thing. x64 is for higher. To find out what you are on, click your start bar, right click my computer and choose properties, and you should see it in big bold writing, literally, right there. There. System type 32-bit. So that means I'm 32-bit slash 86-bit, is it? Yes, 86. So you are one of those. So I'm going to click download on that one. I already have that one downloading now though. But yeah. So if you're on Windows 64, Mac, Linux, it's all here. If you are on Ubuntu, download the Linux one. It works. You could technically download the Solaris one, but I think you'll get a couple of glitches with that. So download the one you need. And once that's done, don't forget the links in the description. Go to your next tab and type in NetBeans. What NetBeans is an IDE, stands for Integrated Development something. I really can't remember that. Oh, I always forget, I apologise. But what it basically does is if you were to program in Notepad for Java, every time you wanted to build it and run it, you'd have to type some code into the command line to create a Java file, then type some more code into the command line to run that Java file. Whereas if you use an IDE, you literally click play, it just tick tick, does it for you instantly. And it has loads more tools, such as NetBeans has the drag and drop feature, so you can drag and drop buttons on, labels on, everything like that, whereas Eclipse doesn't. So NetBeans and Eclipse are really the top Java editors, the top three. They're definitely in the top three. So type in NetBeans and go to Welcome to NetBeans, top link, netbeans.org. Everything's in the description if you want it. If not, you don't have to use it. But what you're going to do is, first thing you load up is click Download. And you can see it says Java pretty much on every single bit of it. click download, but it can support PHP, HTML, C++, C#, anything. And you'll get this weird, complex, weirdish page. What you want to do is basically look at what language you want to support. So we want anything Java. So we've got these three. So if we come across, you've got a choice of these ones up here. The one I downloaded was the all package, so it pretty much sorts all of these. So if I want to code in Java, I can. If I want to code in C++, I can. If you just want Java, you may as well download the Java SE package. I'm downloading them all. It's slightly bigger than most of them, but it's future-proofing yourself. So just click download and it'll begin downloading instantly. After it, obviously it loads, blah blah, your download bar. So just cross it off once you've done. Yes, exit Chrome. So I have my 3 files here. Perfect. So first thing I'm going to do is double click JRE, which stands for Java. It just stands for Java. Just click Java. And it'll load and it'll click yes on that. And then all you simply do is click install. So that'll go blah blah blah, it'll start installing. So I'll come back when that hits the end. So that's installed Java, so just click close. You can reboot if you like, I'm not going to. So next what you're going to do is double click Java JDK, Java Development Kit. What this will do is, basically in Java, if you were to type, say, use button or something, or create a button, it will throw you an error saying it does not understand what you mean. Don't worry about the Chrome thing, that's just trying to say, are you on the right Java, do you want to update? But yes, we are. So what that'll do is install, and as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, what Java JDK does is give you Java the functionality to let you use buttons, labels, everything. It gives you everything to code in, so you really, really need it. Unless you're making your own language, but yeah. So click next, and just click next again, and then it'll install, so I'll come back when it's done. So that's done, so just click close. And what we're going to do is double click NetBeans now. You can restart if you like, if you don't have to. Simply click OK and then it should open NetBeans, just like this. So it'll configure the installer and I'll come back once it's configured the installer. So it's configured the installer again and then popped up another window deciding it wants to do it again. So as you can see, it will install all this stuff and it's a big installation. But we get everything. We get every single Java feature we want. We get C++, C and everything. So just click next, or you can click customize and take them out if you like, but it's up to you. I'm just going to click next, and then I'll click accept. You can read this if you so wish, but as you can see, it's a long thing. So click next, and then again click. You need to click accept on this one. JUnit is basically the Java framework. It allows you to pretty much run and test Java items. So just click next on that. Click next to install choose where you want to install it. So it's going to install NetBeans there and the JDK there. So it's installing JDK as well as for us, so that's okay. But still click next. We've probably got the updated version anyway. So just click next if it allows me, click install, check for updates. You can keep on or keep off if you like. It's probably better if you turn it on to check for the newest versions. So click install and then I'll come back once that's done. So it's been going for like probably 3 minutes now and it's still installing. I don't think I'll be using VirtualBox for a long time after this, but yeah, so back in a minute. So it's finally done. It's took nearly half an hour. VirtualBox, sorry about that. I'm going to untick contribute to it because I never really do. And I'm just going to click finish. So now that's installed, you see we've got it right here. So what I'm going to do is open it, right click open. And I'm going to show you the very, very basics of it. So as you can see I've actually lost internet connection, so that didn't help. But when it loads it'll look like this. Get used to seeing the screen because it's a really good screen. I really enjoy NetBeans. I used to be Eclipse is far better, but then NetBeans has got this feature, which I'll show you in a minute, which just outstands everyone. So I'm going to maximise it, and you'll see we've got the basic screen. Don't get too used to this screen, you'll be not seeing it hardly. So I'm going to go File, New Project. I'm not going to go into too in depth of it, I'm just going to literally tell you what to do. I'm going to click Java, Java Application, and click Next. So after that's done, give it a project name. So I'm going to type YouTube Test. Okay, apparently it didn't want to do it, so I'll type YouTube test, there we are. And you'll see it'll save it in DAM projects, NetBeans projects, that's fine. I'm just going to leave it all as it is and just click. I'm going to untick create main class. You don't want to do that, and I'll explain why in a minute. In fact, don't click it, but I'm going to click it and show you why you shouldn't click it. So if you click finish, it'll create a new project. So as soon as it loads, you have NetBeans. And we clicked create main class, so right here you see it's created me YouTube test.java. It's good, but so the reason we can't use this main class here is because it's not actually a window. If we were to use this, we'd have to create our own window or tell it to open a new window. So what I'm going to do is go into our projects thing here. I'm not explaining what everything is, I'll do that in the next tutorial. So I'll open it up and I'll open up source packages. So right here, open up YouTube test, we've got YouTube Java. Okay? So if I right click and choose new, and I'm going to choose JFrame form. Just don't worry about it for now, I will explain it so much more in the next tutorial if you want this one. This is just basically showing you. So in here I'll type main window, that'll do. And I'll just click finish, that's simple. And now that it's loaded, you see we now have a window and we have drag and drop buttons, which is so much easier. So if I were to just drag a button out and come down and drag a slider, why not? Don't worry about all the lines and everything, they're just for aligning. You'll get used to them eventually. And a text field, which I am struggling to find at this current moment. There we are, text field. So you can pretty much play about with the size, and you've got the properties down here, so if you've watched my C# tutorial, you know what all that means. But if not, then it doesn't matter. But if we were to click run up here, the big green button, you will see that nothing will happen. That's it. It'll try to run it down here, but nothing will ever happen. It'll just say build successful. And the reason it's doing that is because it's trying to load this YouTube test first. It reads it and says there's nothing to do, let's go. That's it. So if you cross it off and go and delete this YouTube test, click delete and safely delete, so click that and then just click refactor. What it'll do is it'll delete it, go through all your text and get rid of it completely. So if I were to click play now, click OK to resave it, you will see it should bring up our window. There, perfect. So slider, we've got a button, we've got our text field. Welcome to your first ever Java application. Pretty much, yep, so there's your Java application. So that's what I'm going to do for you today. Don't worry about if I've skipped everything, you're like, well I don't have a clue what NetBeans does anymore. If you watch my next tutorial, I will explain everything in super high quality detail. When you look at this after that tutorial, you will be able to zoom around it pretty much. It's really simple. So thank you for watching, I really hope you liked it. Every single thing is in the description below, so you have NetBeans Java, Java SDK, Facebook and Twitter, hint hint. Please hit the thumbs up if you liked it, if not please hit dislike. If you've got any suggestions for tutorials, hit me up. If you've got any suggestions what you want me to go, well, the first tutorial to be about, go for it. Thank you for watching, please check out my other videos, you never know, they may be interesting to you. If you've practiced C# before, you will really like Java, so yep.